You're listening to the Bare Metal Cyber Prepcast, created to help you succeed in your Security Plus certification journey. Learn more at baremetalcyber.com, where additional prepcasts, books, and training materials await. Let's get started. Registering for the Security Plus exam begins with creating an account on the Pearson VUE testing website, where all CompT exams are scheduled. Once you select Security Plus SY0 to 701, you'll be prompted to choose between a testing center or an online proctored session. Payment is required at registration, either directly or by entering a voucher purchased separately. After completing registration, you'll receive a confirmation email with the exam details, which should be reviewed carefully to ensure accuracy. Checking your appointment date, time, and delivery method is critical. An overlooked mistake could lead to missed opportunities. Taking the time to confirm details well before exam day ensures that logistical issues do not interfere with your performance. On the day of your exam, you must bring valid government-issued identification to verify your identity, and it must match the name you used during registration. For in-person testing, having a printed or digital copy of your registration confirmation is recommended, though the test center can typically find your booking electronically. Online candidates will also need their ID for webcam verification. It's wise to prepare these items the night before so you aren't scrambling on the morning of the exam. By organizing the essentials ahead of time, you reduce stress and allow yourself to focus entirely on demonstrating your knowledge. The check-in process at testing centers is designed to maintain exam security and integrity. Upon arrival, staff will verify your identification, capture your photograph, and sometimes require a signature. Personal items such as bags, phones, and watches are stored in lockers, as nothing may be brought into the testing room. You may also be asked to roll up sleeves or empty pockets to prevent unauthorized materials from being carried in. While these measures may feel strict, they are standard procedures for professional certifications. Knowing what to expect allows you to enter the process calmly, understanding that security is there to protect the fairness of the exam. For online proctored exams, the setup requires a stable internet connection, a working webcam and microphone, and a quiet, private space. Before the session, you'll be asked to scan your ID, show your room by moving your webcam around, and ensure your desk is clear of prohibited items. The proctor will watch remotely through your camera, verifying that no one enters the room and that you remain within view. Any attempt to leave your seat without permission or use unauthorized materials can result in disqualification. Testing your setup in advance and practicing with the system tools ensures a smooth start when the real session begins. Certain personal items are never allowed in the exam room, whether in person or online. These include phones, smartwatches, reference notes, headphones, and any kind of recording or storage device. At testing centers, lockers are provided to store your belongings, but you'll only be allowed to bring in what's permitted, such as your ID and sometimes a basic whiteboard or scratch paper provided by the proctor. For online exams, your desk must be cleared of everything except your computer, keyboard, and mouse. Understanding these restrictions in advance prevents last-minute stress or delays and allows you to walk into the exam environment prepared. Arriving early is one of the simplest yet most effective strategies for reducing test day stress. At a testing center, plan to arrive at least 30 minutes before your appointment to allow time for check-in procedures and unexpected delays. For online exams, log in at least 15 minutes early so you can complete the technical checks and settle into the environment without feeling rushed. Arriving early gives you time to breathe, review a few last notes mentally, and adjust your mindset before the exam begins. By controlling your schedule, you gain a sense of calm and readiness that carries into the exam itself. The testing environment is designed to be secure and distraction-free. In a testing center, you'll be seated at a workstation monitored by cameras and sometimes staff walking the floor. For online exams, your webcam provides the monitoring, and your session is recorded. The software displays a timer so you can see how much time remains, helping you pace yourself. While constant monitoring may feel unusual at first, remember that every candidate experiences the same conditions. These measures ensure the integrity of the certification and help maintain the credibility that makes Security Plus valuable in the job market. Before the actual questions begin, you'll encounter a short tutorial that explains the exam interface. This introduction shows you how to navigate between questions, flag items for review, and use tools such as the calculator if one is provided. The tutorial does not count against your exam time, so it's a good opportunity to familiarize yourself with the system without pressure. Even if you've taken exams before, taking a moment to review the interface ensures you don't waste valuable minutes later trying to figure out mechanics. Comfort with navigation translates into smoother pacing and less distraction once the exam begins. Time budgeting is one of the most important strategies for completing the exam successfully. With 90 questions in 90 minutes, the average pace is 1 question per minute. But since performance-based items can take longer, you must be strategic. A practical approach is to allow more time for those complex items while moving quickly through straightforward, multiple-choice questions. Watching the timer helps you avoid spending too long on any one problem. By dividing your time consciously, you ensure that every question receives attention and that you don't run out of minutes before completing the exam. The ability to flag questions for review is a powerful tool. If you encounter a difficult item that consumes time, mark it and move forward rather than getting stuck. This keeps your momentum going and ensures you answer as many questions as possible within the time limit. At the end of the exam, you can return to flagged questions with whatever time remains, reviewing them with a fresher perspective. Often, answering other questions will trigger memories or clarify concepts that help you solve previously uncertain items. Using flags effectively prevents panic and maximizes your overall score potential. Encountering difficult questions early in the exam is normal, and it's important not to let them shake your confidence. The order of questions does not reflect their difficulty weighting, so stumbling on the first few items does not mean you are failing. Remaining calm allows you to move forward and collect points from easier questions. Remember, your score is cumulative, and every correct answer contributes to reaching the passing threshold. By keeping perspective and focusing on progress, you prevent early challenges from affecting the remainder of your exam. This resilience is as much a part of success as the knowledge itself. Once you've navigated through the logistics and initial challenges, the key is to keep your mindset steady as you move toward the finish. The exam is designed to be comprehensive, and it is natural to feel moments of uncertainty along the way. By budgeting your time, using flags wisely, and staying calm under pressure, you set yourself up to finish strong. The second half of the process involves reviewing your work carefully, submitting your answers, and interpreting the results. Understanding what comes after the exam ensures you complete the experience with clarity and confidence. For more cyber-related content and books, please check out cyberauthor.me. Also, there are other prepcasts on cybersecurity and more at baremetalcyber.com. Leaving questions blank is never a good strategy. Since unanswered items are automatically marked incorrect, an educated guess is always better. Even if you are uncertain, eliminating one or two options increases your chances of selecting the right answer. CompTIA does not penalize guessing, so you lose nothing by attempting every question. For example, if you can narrow a 4-option multiple-choice question down to 2 possibilities, you have a 50% chance of being correct. In the pressure of the final minutes, reminding yourself that any answer is better than none helps maintain momentum and maximize your score. Scoring is calculated using a weighted system, meaning that not every question contributes equally to your total. Some items carry more weight based on difficulty or importance, but this information isn't disclosed during the exam. Your final score appears on the 100 to 900 scale, with 750 as the passing threshold. This system ensures fairness by balancing knowledge across domains rather than focusing narrowly on individual questions. Interpreting your score requires perspective. A pass shows you have reached the competency standard, while a fail highlights areas to improve but does not diminish your long-term potential. After completing the exam, you'll receive a score report that breaks down performance by domain. This report is valuable regardless of outcome. If you pass, it highlights strengths and areas for continued development, guiding future learning. If you don't pass, it provides a roadmap of which domains to revisit before retaking the exam. Interpreting this report thoughtfully turns feedback into action. It prevents you from treating the exam as a one-time event and instead encourages you to use the results as part of a growth process, ensuring that every attempt builds stronger professional skills. Passing the exam is a significant achievement, and it's important to celebrate your success. At the same time, remember that Security Plus is valid for 3 years, after which you'll need to renew it. Planning for renewal early allows you to incorporate continuing education into your career development naturally, rather than scrambling when the expiration date nears. By thinking of the certification as part of a long-term journey, you'll view renewal not as an obligation but as an opportunity to expand your expertise and stay aligned with evolving industry expectations. If you do not pass the exam, it is not the end of your journey. CompTIA has a retake policy that allows you to try again, though you may need to wait before scheduling another attempt. Many candidates pass on their second try, using the first attempt as a diagnostic to refine their study approach. Retakes can feel discouraging, but they often result in deeper understanding and stronger confidence. Treating a setback as part of the process builds resilience, which is a valuable trait in cybersecurity careers where persistence and adaptability are essential. Maintaining your Security Plus certification is made easier through CompTIA's Continuing Education (CE) program. By earning continuing education units (CEUs) through approved activities, such as completing training courses, attending industry conferences, or achieving higher-level certifications, you can renew without retaking the exam. This system rewards ongoing professional growth and ensures that certified professionals remain current in a rapidly evolving field. For learners, this means you should actively look for opportunities that count towards CEUs, integrating them naturally into your career path while simultaneously advancing your knowledge and experience. Holding Security Plus often opens doors to higher-level certifications and career advancement. It provides the foundation for pursuing advanced credentials like CISSP, CISM, or CompTIA's own Cybersecurity Analyst, CYSA Plus, and Pentest Plus. Employers see Security Plus as proof that you understand the basics, making it easier to justify promoting you into roles with greater responsibility. From there, you can specialize in areas like cloud, penetration testing, governance, or leadership. Security Plus does not lock you into one direction. Instead, it serves as a springboard into multiple career pathways, whichever best aligns with your professional goals. It's also vital to remember that Security Plus is just the beginning of your cybersecurity journey. While the certification validates your foundational knowledge, true expertise comes from experience, continued study, and applying concepts in real-world scenarios. Passing the exam is a milestone worth celebrating, but it should inspire you to keep learning and growing. Cybersecurity is a constantly shifting field, and the best professionals are those who embrace lifelong learning. View Security Plus as the key that unlocks the door, but recognize that what you do beyond that door defines your long-term success. Summarizing the experience, exam day requires preparation, calmness, and focus. Bring the right materials, manage your time wisely, flag questions for review, and don't panic if you encounter difficulty early. Use your preparation to fuel confidence, knowing that steady effort translates into results. Whether you pass on the first try or after a retake, the knowledge gained along the way strengthens your career foundation. The real goal is not just passing, but becoming a capable professional who can contribute to the security of systems and data. Security Plus provides both validation and a starting point for that journey. As we move forward, the next episode will shift focus from exam logistics to content itself. Episode 5 will take a deeper dive into general security concepts, laying the groundwork for understanding threats, vulnerabilities, and the principles of defense that every practitioner must know. By transitioning from preparation strategies to core content, you'll begin to connect exam readiness with the actual body of knowledge that defines cybersecurity practice. Thanks for tuning in to the Bare Metal Cyber Prepcast, your trusted source for cybersecurity news and insights. Remember to subscribe at baremetalcyber.com so you never miss an update. And visit cyberauthor.me for best-selling cybersecurity books that equip you with expert knowledge. Until next time, stay secure and stay vigilant.